Yeah, so this was mostly kind of going to be a slightly uplifting scenario where we're going to be talking about how at one point, former actor who played the fictional president of Ukraine, yeah, who is now the actual president of Ukraine, is staying in the capital Kiev to fight back Russian forces. And then I got a text about this from my brother. Yeah, so apparently this seems to have happened. Oh, let me bring it up here. Yeah, this is allegedly a picture of a FOAB, aka the father of all bombs, similar to the US's mother of all bombs that apparently has been dropped in Ukraine right now. Uh, a thermobaric weapon in, according to this individual on Twitter, Cherskary, Ukraine. That's a very large, essentially, it's the largest non nuclear ordnance there. Um, does that violate the Geneva Convention? According to some people. Yeah, yeah. This is getting real there. I've heard all these different things. I've heard some sources say that allegedly some Russian troops didn't even know they were going to the Ukraine. They don't necessarily have enough fuel supplies. There's abandoned vehicles. However, there's also a lot of Russian forces getting ready to back things up. And now I'm hearing about money going here and there. I'm hearing people saying literally you could donate directly to the Ukraine military. And I'm sitting back here. I'm like, okay, wait. I I start hearing channels like Philip the Franco, shout out to Philip the Franco, basically saying you could donate directly to the Ukraine military, and I'm sitting back, I'm like, wasn't there an issue with like funding some truckers like I don't know, like a week or two ago when bank accounts were suspended, the Canadian economy, Hong Kong started to pull out their money, like, wait, you're just gonna immediately like seize people's assets? What? That's another thing. I know. 2022, you can't say it's not exciting. I see you there, Nomad. Welcome, Moira, as well. Moira, I still want to have you on. We need to talk to somebody that is actually seems to be a pretty reasonable person that's actually attempting to run for political office. You're a better woman than I am. I see you there, Kotov. But essentially, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to update it at some point from the padding the bear because here's one of the actual things that I found fascinating for just a sheer moment of levity in these trying times, I may say. It has been confirmed from the Hollywood Reporter. Yes, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky did voice Paddington. Studio Canal confirms. So essentially, in some of the dubs there, he actually voiced Paddington Bear because he was an actor. Remember, he played a comedian that ended up becoming the president of Ukraine and is now the actual president of the Ukraine, remaining in the capital to fight back Russian forces. Even former President Trump was questioned at CPAC at one point, was just like, "Do you feel you would do the same thing?" He's like, "Hey, listen, it could, maybe, I don't know. You never know until you're put in that position." And it's like, I don't know. All I know is at one point, this individual, President Zelensky, asked Ukrainians to take up arms to defend their country. Hey, I mean, a leader would never ask their people to do something that they wouldn't be willing to do. That would be wrong. But here we go. Here's a real quick ditty for you. So, as we can see, it was brought to us by CNN. Yes, how Ukrainian president went from an actor to the president of Ukraine. Yes. Da, da, da. The victory. Okay, this is essentially the closing speech to when he was portraying the dude that won the election. He's like, "Today I will start with long-awaited words, which I wish to announce with pride," he said. Finally, he continued, "Ukraine is united. This is our victory." The speech was fiction. It's from the closing scene of The Servant of the People, a satirical TV show about how a down on his luck high school teacher, played by Zelensky, who was thrust into Ukrainian presidency after his rant about corruption, goes viral. Huh. Social media is a great equalizer. It can also crush a lot of people. Series didn't just make Zelensky a star, it eventually served as a springboard for his real-life presidential campaign in April 2019. Within a month of the show's finale, the comedian-turned-politician was elected Ukraine's president. Zelensky again found himself in front of a lectern Friday, but the picture he outlined shows the final moments he has never felt further away from Russian forces invaded Ukraine. The battle for the capital, Kyiv, continued to rage Friday. Explosions lit up the sky as the Kremlin targeted the city with missile strikes before dawn, forcing people into air raid shelters. In his Friday morning televised address, Zelensky was again a man in character, this time playing David to President Vladimir Putin's Goliath. In a dark green t-shirt with dark circles under his eyes, the Ukrainian president struck a defiant tone and praised the country's armed forces for brilliantly defending the country. Now is an important moment, Zelensky said. The fate of our country is being decided. So, I've also heard reports that Russians troops have sustained perhaps thousands of casualties, while Ukraine forces have been sustained to hundreds. Loss of life is loss of life. That's why we should try to avoid war. I'm going to pop over to a couple other things. So what has this spurred? Oh, Ukraine wants to join the EU. Here's how that would work. This is brought to us by NPR. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has officially signed an application for Ukraine's membership in the European Union, according to a post from his verified Facebook page. Zelensky has just signed a historic document, Ukraine's application for European Union membership, tweeted Andrei Sybiha, the deputy head of the president's office. Ukraine's prime minister and head of parliament also signed a joint statement, he added. Yes. And here's a real quick 5 things to know about Ukraine's President Zelensky. From the Hill. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky is fast becoming national and global hero as he attempts to rally his country in the face of invading Russian forces. The former actor and comedian has released a series of videos in recent days urging Ukrainians to take up arms and reiterating his own refusal to flee despite being a top Kremlin target. I am here. We will not lay down any weapons. We will defend our state because our weapons are truth, he said in a video message. Now, all I'm saying is this is either the bravest man, the craziest man, the stupidest man, or he may be in the superposition of all 3 things at the same time. All I know is, dude man looks ready to die for his country. Might not agree with somebody on a particular set of issues. Someone that's willing to lay down their life for something that's important to them. It's a politician with skin in the game. I see you there, Dad, man, and MIDI music. Thank you for joining. Let's all pray for peace. Let's hope we can avoid more bombs taking human lives. So, peace out, everybody.